Hey guys, thought I'd just do more of a close-up video of this latest Ventress that I finished. I should be shipping out hopefully tomorrow off to Sweden. This one is to one of the forum members on the TRA. Just fire it up.
We're keepers of the peace, not soldiers.
Obviously it's got a neopixel fitted in it. And this has got prism 5.1. So obviously this saber was one of my vented Furies from my run. This is obviously the asajj Ventress saber. Let me just pop this out. Now anyone that's on the run knows when I did these sabers I was never fully intending on making these a run saber. These were only going to be for my personal use. I was just going to have two of them made and cast because I didn't feel that the quality of them in terms of finish would be good enough to offer to people. But when I did my first polished prototype, people were like, yes, we'd take one regardless. I mean, the sort of things I'm talking about in terms of why I didn't want to release them is the mould defects, things like that. Like in the back here there's like a sort of what looks like a smudge, but it's actually where the plug was for the cast, and then they put weld in after they've finished it, and up in here you can't get in to do the cleanup work properly without thousands of hours. And like here, this isn't from me, this is what it come out of the cast like, but all of the people that said yes they wanted one, they fully accepted the fact that they weren't going to have perfect sabers, but in terms of strength and quality, then yes, they are extremely strong, very durable, will take any kind of punishment that you throw at them in terms of dueling, if you're going to use them for dueling, which is a few of them were. This is the auxiliary, obviously that's blade retention. This uses a 4-pin connector for the neopixel strip. Pommel's held on the underside there. It's got a 28mm premium speaker on it, and I've actually turned the volume down to number 3 to save the speaker's life, because I know they're only 1.5 watt and they don't tend to last as long as the 28mm bass speakers. I couldn't fit the 28mm bass speaker in there, it was too deep and it wasn't allowing the pommel to go on. But the premium sounds just as good anyway, and it's, well, you heard from the video that it's just as loud anyway, even on volume 3, because of its placement and because I've sealed the back of the speaker. With some people don't mind it, some people hate it, but I used hot glue around the back of the speaker, it seals it. And if you want to make your speakers louder, seal them really well to stop sound from behind coming past the front of the speaker, and you'll get a much better sounding, better quality sound from your saber. The other thing obviously which people say isn't canon is the D-ring. The customer also has a CoverTech, which is a screw-in type, so he doesn't have to worry about using an Allen key to remove them, but he wanted specifically the D-ring for it, so that's what he's getting, and with the option of swapping it out for a cover tech, because I don't like D-rings. I couldn't deal with that if I was using it and I kept hearing that rattling around all the time. That would do my nutting. But that's what the customer wants, so that's what he's getting, and he's also got, like I say, the option of swapping it off. Other things that I've had to do to these is, because of putting a cover tech on the other side, and obviously it would be this side on a pair, this customer's only got a single saber, is you have to file off one of these on alternate sides. So if you've got two of them, you would file off that one on one side and that one on the other side, so it would be like a mirror. And then that way you've got your mounting point for the cover tech to go on. Obviously that's a fake fitting that was part of the actual 3D mould that I took these from to get them cast. But I mean, other than that, they're great sabers to wield because the pommels are really heavy on these, so it gives you a great counterbalance to the blade. But yeah, I've got a couple left of these to do. To go out to sabers. Got a nice flush auxiliary button, so you can't activate it accidentally when you're wielding it. Your hand goes across it, and got a bearing top button for the activation on top. So yeah, it's a little bit more of a close-up view than the last video that I did of this saber. So thanks for watching, guys. Bomb out.